All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakak Wadash. And double honors to the apostles and unto the elders of Great Millstone, GMS, who taught me this truth. Honor to the brethren and the Akim out there that's pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And to Wadi YAHWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI for allowing me to come back with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be somewhere around the smoke of her burning, somewhere around those words. And this lesson was came to my mind because in my area where I live, there's a big ass fire, okay, and it's burned about 600, almost 1,000 acres, and it is zero contained, right? And the smoke that's coming up reminded me of, well, the first thing that came to my mind was the destruction of America and how the smoke is going to go up, and also the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? And that's what's going to happen. This place is going to go up in flames, and the smoke of this place is burning is going to go up for quite some time, okay? And this place is going to be the example of what happens when you rebel and when you're wicked. What happens when you rebel against Yahweh Shai and you continue in wickedness. Okay, so let me read this. Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And Salaki, if I sound a little, if I cough or something like that, the smoke, there's a lot of smoke in there, and you inhale it. Because there's no it's impossible to not breathe it in. It's everywhere. You can see it in the mountains, you can see it in the sky, and you can smell it. I'm in my car right now, and I can smell it even through my car. Not as bad, but it's it's still like it's shitty. Just to be breathing that in all day. So Salaki, if I if my voice sounds a little funny, or I start coughing, it's just the smoke in the air, really gets you, irritates your throat, But it says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And that's right, and that day is soon approaching. That day is very nigh, okay? And the day that's going to burn as an oven is going to be caused by the thermonuclear missiles, all right, in the thermonuclear fire, okay? And it says, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that comes shall burn them, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts. It shall leave them neither root nor branch. And that's right, meaning when this destruction happens, when the ultimate destruction happens, when the missiles start to come, all right, when the laser beams start to hit, that's when you people gonna be left. You're gonna be left neither root nor branch, meaning there's not gonna be any remaining of you. All right, you're just gonna be completely desolate. All right, and when you look up that word desolate, definition of the word desolate.
Here's the definition of desolate: of a place deserted of people and in a state of bleak and dismal emptiness.
That's right, and that's what's going to happen. This place is going to be completely empty, and nobody is going to dwell here from generation to generation. All right, you read about that in the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter. Which you read that whole chapter is about the punishment that the Most High YAHWASHI is going to bring upon Babylon, which is America. Okay. So this is the book of Isaiah 13, verse 16 or 17. It says, behold, well, let's read this. Verse 19, and behold, or Slakia, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, talking about America, the beauty of the Chaldees. Excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And we're going to get that too, because Sodom and Gomorrah, the same way Sodom and Gomorrah went out is the same way America's going to go out. It's just going to be more and more devastating and more destructive, okay? And the Most High, he jacked that place up. Sodom and Gomorrah got jacked up, and this place is going to get jacked up too. And it says, and it shall never be inhabited, meaning this place, America, Babylon, is not going to be inhabited. All right, no people at least are gonna dwell here. Okay, not one. All right, you ain't gonna have, the one person who had the best escape route, the best bunker, and they just so happened to, it just so happened the elect, passed over them, didn't really couldn't find them. It ain't gonna be like that, because the scriptures talk about how, I gotta grab it, Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and it says, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters. And that's right. And we're fishers. We're fishers of men. Us brothers that teach and preach in the names of YAHAWASHI, make our lessons and go out to the highways and hedges. We are preachers, or we're fishers of men. All right. But soon, Adonai Mertazah, we're going to be made hunters. Lord willing, we be found in that number. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, out of the holes of the rocks. You see, meaning you gonna be found whether you hiding anywhere, man. Whether you be in the ocean, mountains, all right, underground, in space, wherever you are, the elect, the hunters, which is the elect, are gonna find you. All right, and they're gonna have chains ready for your necks. All right, Edomites, all they that escaped this destruction. Okay, so let's go back to Isaiah 13 and 17 or 19. Well, I was reading 20. Forgive me. It says, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall be dwelt in, from generation to generation." All right. So this place is going to be completely desolate and empty of people. Okay. The only thing that's going to dwell here is what is in the next verse. Okay. It says, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch their tent there, and neither shall the shepherd make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And the owl shall dwell there, and the satyr shall dance there. And wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, dragons in their pleasant palaces. And their time is near to come, and their days shall not be prolonged." Talking about America, because just like with, just like I always give the example of like a gallon of milk. Every single time you get a gallon of milk, there's going to be an expiration date. And if there isn't, then you got to take that shit back. Okay. All right. But most of the time, as long as I've been on this earth, my 21 years, I've always seen an expiration date. Okay. Now, once the expiration date hits, it's no good. It starts to, get all, spoiled, starts to smell, starts to get chunky, and you're not going to use that, man. You're not going to, and if you do, then you're going to be in for a rude awakening. You're going to get sick real quick. All right. But once the expiration hits, and once that, reek starts to come, then you toss that shit out, man. You don't use it. You throw that shit in the trash. You throw that shit out your house. Well, that's what's going to happen to America. This place is going to be thrown out the window, man. This place is going to be no more. All right. And the smoke of this place is going to burn from generation to generation. I got to find this precept. The smoke shall go up, KJV. Isaiah 34:10. And it says, "It shall not be quenched night nor day." Talking about the burning of America. "And the smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever." See? So this place is not going to be, inhabited. All right? And the smoke of this place is going to go up forever, man. From generation to generation. All right? So let's grab, what did I want to grab? Let's go to Revelations, because this is going to lead me to the book of Genesis as well. Revelation, chapter 18, verse 17. And it says, 15. The merchants of the things which, it says, the merchant of these things which were made rich by her, talking about America, because this place, America, makes all these nations rich. All right. Every last one of them, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of our torment, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, that was clothed in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold, and precious stones, and pearls. Because once upon a time, America was real, a nice country. It wasn't like, it didn't look like a third world country. But now it is. It's beginning to deteriorate day by day. All right. Brick by brick, dollar by dollar, and body by body. All right. And it says, for 1 hour, so great riches has come to naught. So in 1 hour, it's going to take the Most High to really jack this place up. Okay. And it says, in every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning. What burning? America. Saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships by the sea, all ships, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she is made desolate. And that's right. In 1 hour, this place, America, is going to be completely desolate, just like Sodom and Gomorrah was, and is to this very day. So what I want to say it's the 18th chapter. Slovakia. Let me look it up. Might be 23, I want to say. Nope, definitely not. Lot entered into Zoar. Slovakia. Lot entered into Zoar. 19 and 23. Genesis 19 and verse 23. Yep. And it says, the sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. And it said, then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Salakia. And it says, then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the city and all that and that which grew upon the ground. So the Most High, he made everything everything that grew there, that was there, ceased. It became no more. It was done. It was finito. Okay. But his wife looked back from behind him and she became a pillar of salt, and the Most High even got her. All right. Completely disintegrated her. Okay. And Abraham, and this is what reminds me of Genesis, or I'm sorry, I'm in Genesis. This reminds me of the book of Revelation, what we just read. Okay. Just how this people, the ones that trade by ship, went and saw that great city burning. Well, the same thing, and it always reminds me of this precept, this in this chapter, what Abraham saw. All right, because when you read on, it says, and Abraham begot early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord, and he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass, when the Most High destroyed the city of the plain, that the Most High remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when the overthrow of the cities in which Lot dwelt. See? So Abraham, he looked and he saw the smoke of Sodom and Gomorrah's burning. And today, while I was at work, I saw a section in where I live of that that spot where it's burning, I saw the smoke come up from that burning, man. And it's zero contained. Okay. And there's always, every year, there's always a big fire. Like last, I want to say 2 years ago. Matter of fact, I think I could look it up. Dewey fire. I want to say it was, because it was in Dewey, which is not so far from where I live. Because Prescott, and then you have Prescott Valley, where over here, where it says within 20 minutes, short by distance, it's in that area. But I want to say, I think it's this. There was a picture I saw earlier today. There. Okay, I think this is it right here. No. I want to see the picture that I saw earlier today. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. If I can't find it, it's alright. But there was a big fire, like 2 or 3 years ago. Let me see if I could. I think it happened in like 2017. I want to say 2017. What the hell? Yeah, there it is. This is the picture that I saw. Okay, what the hell is this? Yeah, that's exactly how it was. The fire, the smoke was going up. Here it is. So this is 2017. Doesn't really show everywhere, but okay, so here's Dewey's right here. All right, Dewey, you got Dewey Humboldt. All right, and then you have, okay, this picture is bugging out, Salak. Prescott Valley is where I'm at. I go back and forth. And then you have, okay, I guess I can zoom in, otherwise it's going to go crackhead status on me. And you got Prescott, but this was 2017. Burnt all this over here. Big area. Jacked a lot of people up. And then over here is the recent fire that's over here, the Crocs. All right. And that's spreading still. No, it still hasn't been contained or nothing. So in this the same way, and this is just a little fire, man. This is just a little bit of smoke. This smoke that's gonna come from America's burning is gonna be much, much greater. Okay. So I'm gonna end it there through the Spirit Akim. I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. As always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BaHashim YAHAWASHI, BaHashim HaKakwadash, double honors to the apostles and unto the elders of Great Millstone, GMS, who taught me this truth. Honors to the brethren and the Akim out there that's pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And to Wadi YAHAWAH, BaHashim YAHAWASHI, for allowing me to come back with another lesson. And it's on to the next one, Akim. Shalom.